You're a lemon meringue cake?
Yeah, I'm a boy. That's the fake meringue cake.
Okay, here, back up, guys. Move around. Okay, so you gotta be careful because it's very full. But I'll lay it out and then let you peek it, okay?
Okay, peek it. You know what peek it is? Put the whisk a little bit into the first and then pull it up in different places.
Hope this doesn't overflow. I'll carry it for you.
I'll take this.
The lemon curd isn't quite as thick, so it might overflow. Yeah,
It should be thicker.
Hey, don't touch Azariah. Wait.
Hi, it's not gonna taste very good uncooked.
No, he's already tasted it. He knows what it tastes like. It's sweet.
Good. It's sweet and good. Not bad. Good.
She likes it.
Yeah,
Okay, you gotta be very careful because it's very full, but you can just. It's not gonna go super high because I probably should have whipped it more, but just do that, okay? Careful, you don't want to get into the lemon curd damage. You're going too deep. The oven's not on, is it?
It's a little I baked the cake.
Okay.
This looks like a spiky, like, porcupine. Doesn't it look like that?
Okay.
I was doing jokes.
Joelle, did you find better?
No.
Well, what are you using?
Mayonnaise for the
Butter?
toast. There's oil in it.
Butter?
You can't really use it as oil. You need a spatula.
Remember when Shirley Temple was invited to school and she was going to the nursing home when her father was going to war? And, oh guys, the cake looks so good.
This one's where I am. Look. At night. Oh, I forgot.
It only costs us maybe $100.
No, $50.
Yeah, we probably did that because Mom said it was better for them. We started seeing it some Ben's milk, that's why.
Here's the milk.
You cut it?
Cut the cake. Cut the cake. Whew. It's so pretty. What's in the inside?
This isn't that sharp, I bet.
Got that old cake.
Cut it right here.
Grab that piece. Grab that piece, Sammy.
You can use a fork to pick it up now.
Okay.
Oops.
Oopsies. right now.
Yes.
This is amazing bite. This is my slice.
Have you tried it yet, Haya?
Get it off for you.
How good is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best.
10.
Do you think Nay did a good job?
Yep.
What do you think, Nay?
It is the best I've ever tried. You can leave that.
I think it doesn't look like what she said it looked like on the book. I saw it.
What do you think?
Good.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what do you think, Simeon?
10. 10.
I don't feel like there's 10, that's why I am.
Yeah, whatever.
He's like 1 ear's up.
Don't let him
1 ear's down.
touch my coffee stuff, okay?
Okay.
Hi.
1 ear was up this morning and 1 ear was down. He ran to mom, so his ears were up. Yeah, do you like it up here? Huh? I am York. Nice to meet you.
All right, let's get it off the counter now.
Okay. Hi, York.
Do you not have the maple syrup?
No. You want to make maple syrup, guys?
I am.
Yep.
No, don't touch, please.
Let's put it down though.
Yup.
Not be bad.
My table looks so messy. And I've tried to clean it up, but the problem is it's all current projects. Okay, mostly. Normally I do one project and I stick to it. And like one project within the same hobby. I don't do multiple hobbies at once. And I don't do multiple projects inside hobbies. Hi. At the same time. Except for reading. I'm always reading. But right now, I am working on like 3 or 4 different hobbies at the same time. So, on my little table, I have my sewing project, which is a dress. I've had this fabric since I was like 15, and I'm finally making it into something. So this is almost done. It needs button bands and the collar, and that's it. It has one button band, but I have to make buttonholes and sew the other one on and all of that. So this is living on the table with my sewing machine. These are books. 2 of them I am currently reading. 1 I'm reading aloud to my siblings. 1 I'm reading on my own. The rest are books that I need to do a book haul video on. Pattern pieces for my sewing project. Knitting projects that I need to do a knitting podcast on, and I recently finished this one at least. So my table just constantly looks messy. Oh, and here are some other projects I'm working on. This is actually what I sat down to do, and I got distracted by how messy my table looked in the camera. I had to explain. But I found this blanket on Pinterest years ago. This picture of a little girl napping in a really cute blanket, like a crocheted Afghan. And I loved it, and I had it saved for years. Probably from the time I was about 14 or so. Anyway, and I loved it for a long time and wanted to recreate it, but I couldn't find the exact pattern. And I've searched everywhere. I even bought the yarn the fall before last, 2023. Yeah, 2023, I bought the yarn. Kept trying to find the perfect pattern, could not find it. So I finally decided done is better than perfect. And I am making the Primavera, I think, granny square pattern. So this is my first one. I misread the pattern, so it turned out a bit wonky. I'll take this out and redo it because I had too many stitches, too many petals. I actually like the look of more petals, but it just threw all of the numbers off. So this is what it is supposed to look like. And I wouldn't necessarily use these colors together, especially the blue and the green. But I'm going off all of the squares that you can see in the photo. I'm recreating all of those squares. And these aren't the exact shades, but they're pretty close. So I'm pretty happy with them. I love this one. It's just so cute. It has some of my favorite colors in it. So I'm using Hobby. I have my bag full of yarn here. For a couple projects, actually. It's not just one project worth. And yarn is, yes, Hobby Friends cotton. It's very soft. I think it's a mercerized cotton. I'm pretty sure it's mercerized, but it's very soft and silky because of that. And I have the colors here. I only have a few colors out, and then I'm going to surround them with this cream color. And it's been so long since I've crocheted. I kind of do it sporadically. Ever since I picked up knitting about 5 years ago, I've only crocheted a few times. And it's mostly been washcloths and things of that sort. So it feels good to be crocheting something that I actually enjoy. And I forget how fast crochet is. It takes up a ton of yarn, but it's also just really fast. So I made both of these blocks yesterday. Under an hour. I don't know how long it took, but it felt very fast. And I'm going to make some more of those. So I have a sewing project, a crochet project, and a knitting project. This is the olives. I'm in the middle of a row right now. This is the olives ribbed jumpsuit. Looks a little funny right now, but this is gonna go underneath over the belly like that. It's gonna be all folded up, and it looks, can you see it, Wisdom? Yeah. it looks a little bow-legged right now because of the ribbing and garter stitch. But I have to do one more buttonhole, and then I start decreases for the front. And this is the Knit Picks palette yarn, and I just realized, good. I was worried I wouldn't have enough yarn. I had 4 skeins of this yarn, and I knit a 9 to 12 month sized onesie, and didn't have enough yarn. Had to take it out. No, I didn't knit 9 to 12. I knit a 6 to 9 month outfit and tried to make a 0 to 3 as well, and ran out of yarn. So I had to set it aside, and to be on the safe side, I decided to only make a 9 month sized onesie this time, instead of 9 to 12. I always try to use up every ounce of the yarn, so it doesn't feel as much of a waste. But yeah, it looks a little bit funny. But I've seen it on babies, and it looks really cute, so I'm hoping it turns out. But it's just a really nice, warm brown, and I'm really enjoying working on that. But I had thought I was on my 3rd ball of yarn, but I just looked down at the yarn, and I have 2 full skeins in here. So I'm only on my 2nd, and that gives me a lot of hope that I will have enough, because it's about 16 more rows before the next buttonhole row, and then all of the decreases to make the kind of wrap V-neck, and then I have to do the sleeves. So I should have plenty of yarn. Yeah, it's been so long since I have, like, I never do this. I don't work on multiple projects at once. When I paint, and I will do a bunch of paintings until I either run out of canvases or almost run out of canvases and tell myself I need to stop so I can save it for later, which means I just quit painting altogether for months. Or I knit, or I sew, or I embroider. I don't do projects at once. And I only started that dress 4 days ago, and that outfit I started like a week and a half ago. This one I started yesterday, the crochet project, and I have worked on all of them in the last 48 hours. It's kind of crazy, but I'm also really enjoying it. It's so fun to just go from project to project. And another reason why I didn't crochet as much is because my hands and wrist would just hurt really bad from it after not very long. And I've actually found it's really helpful to have a crochet project and a knit project, because when my hand, when I knit, these fingers tend to get a bit sore working with small, whenever I'm working with small yarn and small needles. And when I'm crocheting, it's this hand that wears out faster. So I just switch between them, and it's been really nice. Really enjoying it. And I'm also really enjoying working with different colors. And it feels so good because, like I said, I had that yarn since my mom was pregnant with Mark Simeon. It's starting to rain. And he is 8. So, yeah, I was about 15 whenever I bought that fabric. And then the blanket I saved that on Pinterest when I was probably 13 or 14. And it just feels good to be finally using that fabric and finally making that blanket. Trying to get better at making the things I want to make and that I'm inspired by, and not just letting them sit there for years. It's really nice. I've been working through, I'm also just really chatty today because it's been so long since I've done a regular video. I feel like videos have just been kind of sporadic, not as well planned. I've done some vlogs, but they're mostly like only the morning or only the afternoon. And I'm trying to get better at making videos and making them more regularly and putting the effort into them that they need. So yeah, I can't remember. It's probably going to get really loud though. So I'll just let you watch me do some crocheting. Lunch will be ready soon. Unfortunately, the roaster pan was not on when I thought it was, so it got delayed a little bit. Ooh, I just realized I have silverware and plates on the table getting wet. I'll be back. Didn't hear you. I had to start it.
I just pulled this out of the oven.
You want some?
No, not quite yet. I'm gonna wait for milk. So, save this cup for me. This is Azariah's favorite fork.
It's little.
Because he likes this little bit.
time. We don't need a video every play, though. Oops.
Yeah, I was just...
There's that. Hey, hey, hey. Here, you can take Simeon's with you, is what I was saying.
Hey, can you put a fork on it?
Okay. Thanks. Just a second, I'll look in a second. So I don't want to stop, but I really need to get some work done because I've been crocheting for, I don't know, a couple hours, and I need to start dinner preparation soon. But we're ending on a good note because I just made this entire square without looking at the pattern a single time. There was once or twice I was a little bit confused, but by the time I got to that step, I remembered what to do. So we've got this one, the burgundy and the gray, which whenever I pair it with certain colors, it starts to look a little bit blue. And then I have this pink and gray and white. This really springy one I've been excited about making. Excuse the dirty fingernails. With this green and yellow, blue and gray. And those are the ones I made today. I made 4 today. And then I have the other ones I made. I'm going to take this out next, I think. I can't decide if I want to keep this whole and show it in my knitting podcast thing, or if I should just take it out and redo it. I could also make another block with those same colors. But anyway, not too bad. 5 finished blocks. I'm going to try to make at least 2 a day. I think that's pretty doable doing it in between things, even on a busy day. So I'm going to try to do 2 a day. I don't know how big of a blanket this will make. I don't remember how many yards I got. I want to say it was like 2,000 and some yards of yarn. I don't remember. I looked at some different calculators and tried to calculate how much I need for, I think, a twin-sized blanket. we'll see if it's enough. I have not finished any roll yet, but this one will be finished soon. I think it'll go for 2 more squares. So if we can do 8 squares with 1 roll on the border, it's pretty good. And I think that I have I know I have at least 30 balls of that yarn, but I think I have like 34 of the cream color, which I will need a lot for joining them together. But I'm just going to make it until all of my colored yarns are used up, and then I can start joining them together to match the picture as much as I can. I couldn't get the exact colors, so some of these are turning out more pastel than I was planning, and some of them are a bit more intense. Like this one, in the picture you could hardly see the dark green. In the original blanket, the second ring is barely visible under the petals. So it's kind of hard to tell what color's in the photo. And also, it's going to be more strong once it's knit. Or crocheted. And I also need to find... I might have one of my brothers help me make a block with some pegs going up the side to block these. Because they will need blocked, and also... It would be nice if I had to slide them all into a blocker as I make them. To keep them a little bit straighter. I'm really liking how they're turning out. And I'm going to go do some laundry. And then I plan on making some soap with a friend virtually this week. Because she's in another state and wants to learn how to make soap. So I need to get upstairs. Oops, I just kicked the tripod. I need to get upstairs cleaned up and organized. Because when we were doing construction up there, we kind of just shoved everything together. And it's still like that. So I need to have a space set up so that later in the week I can make soap with her. So I'm gonna go do that. Do some trade over the laundry, go clean up that space, or start dinner. I don't know if I should start dinner first and then do that, but we'll see. Let's go.
Hi. Where are the wood chips?
Most house and my house. She has nice eyes.
They're not bad.
When you squeeze them and the fuel comes out, bad.
What comes out?
You know when you squeeze
Isn't it
the
best to
puff
pick
ball
off the tops
and
of the lettuce, Joe?
the fuel stuff comes out?
Yeah, what did you call it? Fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuel stuff.
That's the pollen in the seeds.
Oh.
But these ones are good because gently touch them and you'll feel that they're squishy, but they're not mushy. Okay, that's good.
Can I look inside? Can I look
We'll look inside when we cook them for breakfast.
Could we cook them right now?